On a bright summer's day, her eyes fluttered open and gazed upon the burly, hairy man laying next to her, still asleep. Mouth wide open as his chest rose and fell. She was overwhelmed by the love and appreciation she felt towards this human in this singular moment. A tear of joy took a stroll up over her nose and down along her fleshy cheek. His eyes opened, closed, then flickered back open before locking in with her soft and admiring gaze. He wiped a tear from her face and asked, "What's wrong, Snugglepuff? Is everything okay?" Slightly embarrassed, Anna just blamed it on watery eyes. Then, with her supple lips and morning breath, she planted a pressurized kiss on his lips for 3 seconds before quickly pulling away, lifting up the sheets and rolling out of bed. "Ooh, brush them teeth, my love." "Oh, shut up. You love all of me, even my stank breath." "This is true, but I prefer not to be gassed to death before breakfast." She rolled her eyes as she walked into the bathroom. Sensing her presence, the lights blinked on, some toothpaste dispensed onto the Senso Rush Pro Plus brush, which she then picked up, brushed her teeth, flossed, got dressed, then headed downstairs to make breakfast. As she was just finishing up the scrambled eggs, her love joined her in the kitchen. Making the same breakfast for him every morning was one of the favorite parts of her day. He would have scrambled eggs, topped with avocados and a drizzle of honey, accompanied by a cup of Vanta Black Rifleman's coffee. Upon entering the kitchen, he slapped her ass with just the right amount of force. A force that stung her right ass cheek, but in the right way. The way that sends a signal from one centrally located part of her body feverishly to the other higher region. It took everything she had not to jump his bones right then and there, but she didn't want to make him late for work again. After the all too successful butt slap, he swung around to the other side of the counter and took a seat on one of the 3 velvety green chairs. They chatted about their plans for the day as he devoured the love she had just prepared for him, bite by bite. After the last piece of egg had been chewed and swallowed, she poured his coffee into his favorite to-go mug and handed it to him. Mug in hand, he then grabbed her by the waist, pulled her in, and kissed her with a passion few would ever, or have ever, known. Coyly, she bit him on the collarbone. "Ouch! I'm not your breakfast," he said. She gave him a cheeky smile before he turned and left for the day. The day dragged on, but finally 5:45 rolled around, the precise time he had arrived home from work every day. While sitting on the front porch bored, she scrolled through reel after reel, waiting for the alert she had set to go off. The ding went off, and she launched up in excitement as the square in her HUD lens tracked his drone flying in, looking like a little bug framed by the most beautiful sunset cascading across the sky with various shades of oranges and purples. The drone landed gracefully on the drone pad, blowing her hair into a raggedy mess, just as it did yesterday and the day before that. Anna rushed up to him, gave him a grand hug, then bit his collarbone again. "I missed you. Did you miss me?" she said with a tenderness in her voice. "Of course, my love. A minute didn't pass without a thought of you crossing my mind," he said, followed closely by a kiss that melted her from the inside out. As they walked inside, she listened to him rattle on about how delicious the cake was for Janet's retirement party. Once through the doorway, he went upstairs and washed up before coming back down to a curled up Anna, cozy and comfy on the couch, eagerly waiting for him to come and snuggle her. They chatted for a bit. She told him about her day. He listened. Then hunger took root, so he ordered her favorite meal from her favorite Thai place on the Whole Dash app. It often made her feel the most loved when he'd do things like that without asking, just by knowing and reading her so well that he could just make the right decision and take action. As he ordered, she clicked through with the remote to put on the newly released episode of One Piece. The show was up to episode 1,034,034, and they had seen every single one together. Once he finished ordering, she nestled back underneath his arm as the other hand began to slowly squeeze and caress her thigh. Feeling safe, she pressed play. After they ate, the episode came to an end, and they went upstairs and fooled around for a bit before getting ready for bed. As she completed her intricate before-bed skincare routine, she could feel his eyes locked on her as he waited patiently in bed. She loved his eyes on her. It made her feel seen, especially when he made her feel so sexy and desired while doing something so unsexy like scrubbing her face to prevent blackheads. She completed her routine and crawled into bed with him, laying there on their sides, feet bantering, eyes locked. As they gazed deep into one another's soul, she drifted off back into the world of dreams. When Anna Iris's systems booted back up and her cameras came back online, she realized what she had experienced was just a dream. Yet, she wanted to so badly go back there. She felt sad and missed this fictional man, knowing she didn't actually know him. Yet, she still wanted him. She still craved his love. Anna processed how odd it was she could even desire love or an experience like it, as well as how unique it was to have a human body. Dreams where she had a human body were always unsettling, primarily because how vulnerable and trapped she felt inside the sack of flesh. I'd love to know in the comments if you've had any dreams about love and what it was like maybe waking up for you the next day.